What's up, guys? Got 2 daily videos for you in one day. Crazy, isn't it? I've been meaning to do a daily video here for quite a while, but I've been sick for the last week and a half or so. So I just haven't felt up to it. But I want to do a review of Iron Man 3 because I saw that, and also do a Q&A. So this is the Q&A video. I'm going to answer some questions. I will link to my Iron Man 3 review if you're interested in seeing that. But for right now, let's pull up your questions and answer some of them. Okay, Gamer GX. Or it's X on both sides and then Gamer G in the middle, so maybe it's supposed to be just Gamer G. What do you guys use to make epic slow motion effects? Twixtor, maybe? We have used Twixtor in the past. Twixtor is great in certain situations, and in others it doesn't work as well. Usually what we do is we just shoot at 60 frames per second and then slow down the video. Let's see, I think it's by 60%, 40%. I can't remember if it's 60 or 40%, but it's one of those two. And you drop that into your 24 frames per second composition, and it looks really good. That's usually all we do for slow motion, but we've also shot with a Phantom before, and that's maybe what you're referring to when you saw in our Assassin's Creed video, the really slow motion, like running through the water. We did another video for Awesomeness TV where I threw a water balloon into Lannon's face. If you haven't seen that, I should put a link to it, because it didn't go on our channel, it went on Awesomeness TV. But it was an Assassin's Creed video, but it was like, you know, assassinating people with water balloons. And we shot that with a Phantom camera, which was something like 1,000 frames per second. So we have used Twixtor a couple of times, but there are some kind of weird issues that sometimes you can't really get around. Some warping and things like that. It doesn't look totally smooth. So Twixtor is good, but it takes a lot of tweaking to make it look right. Nadster Led Zepp wants to know if we're going to do a Draw My Life video. Probably not. I haven't had a very interesting life. And, I don't know, it would take a long time to put a video like that together to tell a really boring story. So, probably not going to do that. Okay, this was on the StarCraft video we posted, where we asked for some help for Matt and Trent. Aaron Genna, or maybe Jenna, I'm not sure how to pronounce that last name, asked, do you play? I'm assuming you're asking, do I play StarCraft? And the answer is no, I do not play StarCraft. You also asked about League of Legends. I don't play that either. I do not play competitive multiplayer games. I am not a competitive person. It's not part of my personality. I like cooperative multiplayer games. I do not like competitive multiplayer games. So, League of Legends, Dota 2, StarCraft. What was that other one that's a lot like League of Legends, but not Dota 2? There's another one that's super popular. Can't remember, but I don't really get into those games. Neezers, you want to know, because you were watching our roommate tension video the other day, you wanted to know if a peanut butter and honey sandwich was really my favorite sandwich as a kid. No, I was more a fan of like ham and cheese, grilled cheese. I like peanut butter and honey, but it wasn't my favorite. Okay, ADB VFX wants to know if we're going to get Google Fiber. Hopefully, that would be freaking awesome. Google Fiber is coming to Provo, and that's where we live. And our internet really sucks at the place we live, so hopefully we'll be able to afford that when it becomes available. Steinlover237 wants to know, do you think you can create a tutorial or a series of tutorials on how to create sound, edit, etc. on a video? On our behind the scenes channel, Warrior Lasky 2, we do have a few tutorials there. I want to say yes. I want to say absolutely we'll make more tutorials, but tutorials just, they take a lot of time, and you kind of have to plan them out, and we're really busy with a lot of stuff right now, so I can't say anytime soon, but I think I would be interested, especially for like the rock channel, to maybe do some tutorials on mixing, and how to, you know, balance your sound, balance music. But mixing music is really different than mixing like sound effects and stuff for a video. So the answer is yes, I think we can do it, but I don't know when. I don't know, I'll ask the guys if they feel like they'd like to do one soon. Glompman90, do you ever plan on getting married and starting families? Kaysen is getting married in June. End of June. So yeah, the answer for him is yes. I'd say Landon, I think, is, you know, wanting to start a family someday. I don't know how like high on his priority list that is right now, but I know that, you know, he would probably like to do that someday. As for me, I don't really care to. But maybe my feelings about that will change someday. But at the moment, it's not very high on my priority list at all to start a family, or even to get married, really. So, yeah, I'm not going there anytime soon. Kiefer Myers, what do you think about the new Xbox being required to play with constant internet connection? He also wants to know, I'm going about to get into gaming play commentaries. What mic would you suggest? Okay, so for the first question, I don't really care that much because I probably wouldn't get it either way. I'm going to have a really powerful PC. I've already got a Wii U. See the controller back there? So unless there is like some freaking ridiculous exclusive game on the Xbox I have to have, I'm not a huge Halo fan. I'm not a huge Gears of War fan. Really, what else is there in terms of exclusives? But I have so many games to play that I haven't even started yet that I've bought that for the time being, like, I'm in no rush to go out and get new consoles to play these new games. I've got way too many games to play already. So, but the fact that it is always on, it seems like there's so many people against it that it's a bad move for them. I don't know why they would do that if there are so many people voicing like that, you know, they don't want that on the console. But, you know, my phone is always online. My computer's basically always online. We live in a society where your gadgets and your technology are online ready all the time. So I don't know why it's as big a deal as it seems to be for some people, but I don't really have an opinion on it, so I don't know why I keep talking about it. As for mics, I will put a link in the description to a good mic for you to buy. It's called a Blue Snowball. A lot of people use them, and they seem to like the quality, so that's the one I would suggest. And it's only like $70. It's not like super expensive. That's it. That's all the questions for now. Ask some more if you're curious about other stuff. Thanks for watching. Quick update on some of the stuff going on the other channels. We haven't put very many videos on our main channel recently. It's because we've been developing these much larger scale projects, longer format. We're doing a 3-part web series for Machinima Prime that is based on Skyrim. It's going to be very high production value. We actually have a budget for it. It's going to be freaking awesome. So we're getting that ready, preparing for that. We have to have costumes made. We have to get new computers in order to run some of the effects that we want to do on it. So that's crazy. That's taking a lot of our time. But I'm also writing a sci-fi, a short film, something more along the lines of 10 or 15 minutes long, maybe a little longer. But it's like a real. It's like a serious, like a real story. We're gonna actually start telling like real stories on our main channel. That's not to say we're gonna necessarily stop doing the types of videos we were doing before. We still have music videos we're gonna do. We still have lots of really funny ideas. But we're preparing for a kind of a big Kickstarter project, our passion project for the last several years. And we feel like we need to show our audience what we can do in terms of longer format stuff. And so we have some really, really cool, big, large-scale, high production value type stuff coming up in the near future. So keep an eye out for that. Anyways, thanks for watching. You guys are beasts.